I'm breaking the rules here today, Eric. I'm having.
Dude, that is so funny.
Wait, how is this possible?
All right. You guys, welcome to Ash to Ash. Today we are excited to see you. It's been a few days, and Drew's in a background that is unstoppable with his Willie Nelson. As we always love the company, the community that you guys are. Let's start with what Drew is smoking.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate it, Eric. Everybody, welcome back to another Ash and Ash. I'm breaking the rules here today, Eric. I'm having a Deadwood Fat Bottom Betty.
Dude, that is so funny.
No,
I
this is
have
not infused. Okay, it's not infused, but they do. I think they sweeten the tip a little bit. It is a Nicaraguan blend cigar. Although they do not disclose what's in the center of this cigar. They don't disclose the wrapper or the binder, probably on purpose because it's not very good. Because they sweeten the cigar with some sugar, so it's okay. I just thought it would be fun just to have it and light it up while we're here on the air.
Okay,
So,
so
my friend Eric, what are you having today?
hang on. Before we jump into this guy
okay.
right here,
Time out. Time out.
yeah. You go ahead and light up. I'm gonna jabber my jaw for a second. I've been working on something lately, being positive incessantly. I love it. I appreciate the input, and because I've been working on that, I pulled out a 5 Vegas Gold.
Wait, how is this possible that you and I are smoking like the same level of stuff on this episode today? We don't discuss this previously. We do not talk about this.
Not at all. This Honduran magnificent goodness is no, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is a very entry level cigar that is a Connecticut that is, it's one of those, it just kind of checks a box most of the time, right? And there's a bug on my camera. For those that don't know, I'm in my garage in my Dickies outfit because I've been working on the bike and I didn't want to get greasy on my shirt, so I took my shirt off and then put this on, make it extra creepy. But okay, so let's talk about this cigar and not me. This is a really affordable cigar. So right now on CI, you can buy 5 of these Robustos for $21.99, right? And you can get everything from a Churchill, a Corona, a Torpedo. You can get every size in one of these things. But what's interesting about this is it's a medium mild cigar. It's like I said, it was made in Honduras. It's got Ecuador and Connecticut. As you can see, the kind of coloration, you kind of pick that out. But it's a decent cigar. It's a little feisty. It's got some ample creaminess to it. I really just read that on their site. But the point is, when you light these up, you're not breaking the bank, and it actually fulfills the evening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida, where Swisher Sweets has a huge manufacturing plant there. I can't remember if they were headquartered there, but they had a huge factory. So one of my friends actually worked at that factory, Eric. And what they would do to create a Swisher Sweet, they would have this huge vat of tobacco that they would chop up and put in this vat. And his job was to stir it, like monitor the machines stirring it. So when they put it into the cigarillos or whatever you want to call them, that it was of the same consistency. Now, Drew Estate recently, maybe not recently, but in the past few years, purchased Swisher Sweets for the sole reason to get all their flavors. Like their flavors were worth more than their product was. And that's how these flavored cigars started coming out.
So how is that one right off the rip?
Yeah, I mean, I can't taste anything except for the sweetness. I swear they put like some sort of a sugar on the outside of it, on the tip. That's all I can. That's all I can have. They say it's a medium to full body. I don't get any of that out of it. It's like a nice sweet cigar to have.
So one of the things that I'm looking for whenever I'm lighting this thing up is I tried with the soft lighter a second ago. By the way, the soft lighter is the way to go with these guys because I just hit the torch and it made it harsh instantly. But what I'm looking for is I'm like, watch. That's the only smoke that you get out of this thing. So it is not going to be this mouthful of smoke. It's not going to be this. And I personally love when a cigar like makes that dense smoke because it's a mouthfeel. It's a texture. This is like, am I breathing air or is that smoke? I'm not sure.
Okay, so tonight's episode is our most impromptu episode that we've ever had.
Ever. Um, should we
Eric
give kind
texted
of
me earlier today, and I was so busy I couldn't even respond to it until about 8 o'clock tonight. And we were trying to schedule this week's episode, and Eric's like, "No, we got to do it now, tonight, now." So, in honor of our impromptu call that you had, hey, a friend called, right? Friend called. I answered the call. Have you ever been anybody's call? You ever been anybody's one call from jail? You ever been anybody's call
uh
when they needed somebody?
one time I had a friend that was God rest his soul, was a motorcycle racer, and he decided to do wheelies into the back of stopped traffic one time. He didn't get
So,
hurt
what
the
was the
first
one
time.
call that he made to you?
He was in trouble, and he didn't want the first shirt to know that he was in trouble. So we were active duty at the time, and he gave me a call and was like, "Hey, I don't know what to do, but my bike is broke, and you have a truck." And we had been through a lot of training together, so we knew each other really well. And sure enough, went and picked him up, and 1 o'clock in the morning, that kind of thing. How about you?
I've been somebody's one call from jail. Certainly have.
Well, he
When
was going to jail for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um,
And if I'm your one call from jail, I will absolutely come bail your ass out and record every minute of it. So we have lots of fun pictures of me bailing out Rashawn. Rashawn, if you're out there, what's up,
Oh,
man? Hope you're
Rashawn,
doing
what's
well.
up, Rashawn?
Yeah, man.
Um,
We had a good time with it. We had a good time because it
okay.
was it was not a very good time, but we made light of it. I brought some more of my friends. We had a nice little time getting him out of jail.
That's dope. I love that. So did you have to go down there and like sign for him and the whole thing?
Paid the money, everything. He didn't have anything.
Oh gosh, really?
He was going to have to stay there, and and the money wasn't. I mean, I think it was a few $100, but he didn't have any money on him,
Oh my
so
gosh.
he would have had to stay. Yeah. And what's
Um,
frustrating, Eric, is like, sometimes if you don't have money to get out, that means your job is really important. So if you miss your job the next day, call, no show your job for a couple of days, it might be really hard to get your job back. So a lot of times people in that scenario, right or wrong, I know they got to pay their crime, right? But doing that little bit of time might set you back a long ways.
yeah. Yeah, I will say I always tell my kids like don't ever fear of getting in trouble when you're out and you may have done something incorrectly. You need to give me a call. It's much better than I unfortunately know a kid that's made a terrible decision in his early adulthood, and he's having to pay for it now. And it's just not worth it. I mean, the temporary, I think everybody knows this, but I mean, the temporary pain of having to be with a parent that is dissatisfied with your actions, it's not worth putting people in their lives in jeopardy. Um, but my heart goes out to him right now. He's literally going through it right now. Um, but luckily nobody died, but he was in a bad accident and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm with you. It's funny as an adult, I don't think about the phone calls anymore. I did back when I was in my 20s for sure. Um, but
I feel like I was in a much different place then too. I mean, my circle of friends is different. Even the friends that I did hang out with and got rowdy with, they're all kind of settled down, you know. Um, yeah, it's a very easy place to stay. It's really fun, but I
yeah,
don't drink for a reason.
yeah, I'm with you. I don't, I've never, dude, here's truth. I've never liked alcohol a day in my life, like ever. I, it started with beer and I hated it. And then there were mixed drinks. I really hated it. And then the few times that people pushed it down my throat with peer pressure and whatever else, like it was like Goldschlager. I remember being one of them. There's my son is sitting right over there, and I'm like, I'll tell you all the stories, dude. Like I got so tore up on Goldschlager. I swore I did that thing where you starfish in the middle of the floor, staring at the carpet, going, "I'm never doing this again," that kind of thing. And I threw up all over that guy's apartment. I mean, like all over it. And I don't remember cleaning it. So somebody cleaned it, and I never asked who did. It's hilarious.
I never regretted the feeling of the alcohol or how the alcohol made me feel. I regretted all of the actions that I did because of it. And
Yeah,
most
that's
people can drink responsibly and be social, and that just isn't me. It wasn't
yeah.
me.
Well, what is you is a beautiful backdrop. I love that you are keeping the boxes. What you can't see is I've got this huge stack of cigar boxes right here beside me. Do you keep most of them, or are you throwing them away now?
I do I burn them in the fire pit.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool.
I've
Um,
actually got one up here that's like I was going through them the other day. The Plasencia family made a cigar line. This is probably like a 10, 12-year-old box up here. Before they were Plasencia, they were making cigars for other people. I was like, ooh, I have to go back and research this cigar a little bit.
do you know where that is? It the family name that's Placencia, or what does
I
that
think
mean?
so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is
Uh-huh.
okay. Um, you know what's weird? I was reading on a second ago when I was introducing this cigar, and the intro actually says that this comes from the Placencia factory.
Factory.
Maybe, maybe factory. Maybe the new guys. This is how they train the new guys. Who knows? Who knows? So
That's
far,
awesome.
so far, it's not terrible. It's not terrible.
Yeah, so far this one is it's okay. I'm trying to be positive too.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'm working pretty hard to get this one going. Um, it's it's a good late night cigar. And to be honest
Yeah,
with you, I've got like 40 of them. So
I was hoping I was going to have a tobacco somewhere. I'm like, oh, a tobacco would be a nice late night cigar. But this is the closest thing I had to it.
see, this is why you need more cigars, bro.
Yeah, I definitely need more cigars.
Good.
So
Come on
I,
over.
I have a cigar update for you. So the big smoke is in November.
Yes.
All right. So Metallica announced their Sphere residency in October, and then they extended it through November and March, all the way. They've kept extending it. So I thought I was like, because Eagles did it, everybody's extended their residency there. So I've got tickets the weekend of the Big Smoke. I'm gonna go to the Big Smoke and then go to the Metallica at the Sphere. Man, it should be an
Shut
incredible
up.
time.
Wait a second. So since I'm your Ash to Ash friend, we should go together somehow. And did you buy tickets as in plural? And does a significant other claim that?
No.
Who do I need to fight?
Hmm. Who could? Maybe we could have you fight like a ram, like a goat ram. That'd be cool. I think that would earn the ticket. If you, we can give you a football helmet and you can just ram a
Bro,
fellow ram. See
I
what
don't
happens.
know. I don't know what's going to go on here, but I sincerely, I like that would be epic. I turned 50 in November
November the what?
16th.
Okay. Yeah, this is the first weekend of November. The Big Smoke is hosting at the Horseshoe, and then Metallica will be at Thread. And what's crazy, Eric, is like the lead singer is into cigars. Like he'll have a cigar before he goes on stage.
I've
So
smoked one
before
on
he
Ash.
sings, yeah,
The M81 I've smoked here on Ash.
he should come to the Big Smoke.
He will go to the Big Smoke. That's why they're there.
So the most like every few years, Guy Fieri is there,
Mhm.
and I'm in line to see Guy Fieri take a picture with his cigar, and this up comes this guy, pushes me out of the way. Hey, I just need to get a quick picture, real quick. Excuse me, excuse me. Like, all right, whatever you. Oh, it's Ripken Jr. He Cal Ripken Jr. took a picture with Guy Fieri, and then left, and I was like, oh, that was interesting. So yeah, I
That's
got to
fun.
see two famous people at the same time.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Who's your favorite baseball
Well,
player?
oh, I don't have a favorite player. Let me think about this for a second. When I was a kid, I liked this guy called Sandy Alomar Jr. He was a catcher for the Cleveland Indians.
I remember that one.
His brother played Roberto Alomar. His father played Sandy Alomar, and he
Sandy.
was Sandy Alomar Jr. So it was like three guys from the same family made it into the majors. It's impossible odds, and they all three made it. But he was such a towering, like he was like a 6'5" catcher. He was just this huge guy and the friendliest guy. He always had a smile on his face, loved playing. And that's why I liked him. He was always such a good, aggressive player that was friendly at the same time, you know?
I grew up a little bit in St. Louis for a while. Um, I got to meet Ozzie Smith, and he signed my hat, and I wore that for like 2 years.
Do you still have that?
It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I don't know where. I haven't seen it forever.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He signed it, and then he did his flip on the field.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right
yeah.
in front of me. Like he does it before every game, and yeah, he did it right in front of me, and I thought that was super cool. But I had a lot of like I grew up in Georgia too, and I like Dale Murphy, who played with the Atlanta Braves for a while. Um, I liked of course I loved oh God, there's so many good players. But I followed baseball cards as a kid, and so I knew every player, every stat from 89 to 93. Like, and then before that was the Bulls and Detroit. I used to follow them in basketball.
Oh, okay. Right on.
So 86 to 89 basketball, 89 to 93 baseball. And that was pretty rad time for both music and sports.
Yeah, the 80s in sports was like basketball was a pretty large component of sports.
Oh,
These days, football just dominates everything. I don't know if you ever watched these things, but like the top 100 things on television last year, 95 of them were football.
no way. Really?
Yeah. So the
Well, I
most
mean
watched thing.
that makes sense. I mean, but you got to think though. I mean, like all the stuff we know about TV now, it's so spread out and so many subscriptions and like you can't wrangle that into one TV. You know what I'm saying? And of
That's
course
why I don't know if
football.
you remember Walking Dead. Do you
Hmm.
remember this show?
Yeah, I never watched it, but yeah.
I never watched it either, but the ratings for it would beat football every once in a while. So it's such a huge deal that some cable show about zombies would beat football.
Yeah.
That's how big of a deal it was when they
Yeah.
would do it. I think they did it three times.
That's cool. But I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of baseball cards still. I showed my son the other, a couple months ago. He was just like, "That's great, but I don't know what to do with all this." You know what I'm saying?
And so, like you and I were probably like in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. You didn't see your baseball heroes. You never. There was no television. Like you didn't even know what they looked like.
Yeah.
The only way you saw them was with a baseball card.
Yeah.
And the only way you even saw their stats in it was the back of the baseball card. So through
Yeah.
the 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s, like we had what, three channels, four channels that showed sports. We still didn't know what they all was about. You couldn't just find them. And now I can just look for them anytime. Like the idea of having a picture of somebody isn't even needed anymore. There's still a collector thing out there, but we needed those baseball cards. We didn't know what the guys were. We had no
Yeah.
idea what they looked like or what they did or what their stat lines were.
So that's funny you mentioned it. So we went on Facebook. We were getting a couch for my daughter's room the other day, and we went and picked up this big pink couch. And this giant dude, steps out of his Rivian, and he has an OKC shirt on. And I'm talking, dude, he's abnormally large, and he has an OKC. And I'm like looking at him, going, "Okay, I'm not going to ask the direct question. I'm going to ask the indirect." I said, "So you played for OKC, I guess?" And he's like, and he gave me that, yeah. And I was like, okay. So we got some rapport with him, and he figured I'm not a creep. But while we were talking, I was like looking him up, and I figured out who it was. And it's an NFL player that lives the next neighborhood over. and
Oh,
turns out he also has a NFL Super Bowl, three-time Super Bowl guy that lives less than half a mile from here. It's wild, like the amount of people that move to West Texas for just getting away and calling life life. It's good, yeah. So
it's like the amount of people who live here that are, like Shaq lives here. Like there's some people who live here.
yeah,
Like Erica Badu lives
oh yeah,
here. Like there's some people who live here. It's not like LA where you actually have maps, that they hand out to people.
yeah.
But if you wanted to, there's probably some element of that here where you could go drive around Preston Hollow maybe and see some incredible people's homes.
Yeah, I got a friend that sells over there. Um, there's a there's an insane amount of tie-in to today movies in Fort Worth specifically. You know all the things I'm talking about, but I won't go into names and name drop, but I'll just tell you like the influence is starting to get up. Um, I'm actually talking about buying properties because of the amount of staff that it takes to support these groups is they're all looking for Airbnbs in Fort Worth. And obviously, there's a lot of regulation in Fort Worth, but there are pockets that you can buy that don't have that regulation. And there's just some opportunities, and it's different. It's like when they get here, they go, ah, yes, I don't have the ocean. Yes, I don't have the stellar weather all the time, but it's refreshing to be here in Texas.
I mean, we help people move from different parts of the country to
There's a lot of
here.
there's a lot of people moving here. I've got I think I shared with you recently. I was like, look at how many people are moving here. It's stupid.
It's still pretty crazy. Like it wasn't like it was maybe 5 years ago or so, but it is still one of the biggest destinations in the country to move
I know
on.
a certain business that is around here in West Fort Worth that is named specifically for that reason. Yes. This thing is killing it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's surprisingly good.
Smoke whatever you feel is good for you, man. You can take the label off. It doesn't even matter. Like,
Oh yeah, I
just
got it.
hang out.
I forgot you. Wait, are you still got your label on yours?
I do.
Oh man, that's unheard of for you.
Here's my ash on mine. If you can see it, yeah, it's burning okay.
Yeah.
It's not wound very tight. Like it's not rolled very tight.
This one's standing uh on its own. It's good.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you smoke this week that wowed you? Anything?
Oh, okay. So I'm all about the experience, maybe not all the cigar. So Sunday, I got it. I did not want to be out in the yard, but I had so many things to do. I got out in the yard, watered the grass, hung out with the dogs, had a cigar. It was great. It was great to get some chores done, even though I didn't want to be out there.
Yeah.
And it was great to have a cigar while I did it. I don't remember the name of the cigar, Eric, that I even had. I just remember I felt productive, but it was a relaxing productive, right? I was outdoors in nice weather, and the dogs were out there with me.
That's
That's a
cool.
pretty nice time for me.
Well, how are you doing in your community right now? You feeling pretty good? You feel connected?
I'm always going to say that I don't feel as connected as I should be. That's just the way a demanding job goes.
Sure.
I force myself out to do things, right? So that's part
You
of.
you do that a lot though. You get out there. I mean, you were probably the more traveled persons I know.
I don't have kids. I don't. There's no excuse for if I was 85 and like I didn't do anything in my life, it'd be a waste of a life. Like I don't have any children. I'm not raising anything, so I better be out there getting some stuff done.
You got two babies. Shut up.
We are constantly always adopting dogs because their lives are so much shorter than ours. But yeah, life experiences. That's what I enjoy doing.
This is I kick myself for putting these in a Ziploc bag behind everybody else. They sit all by themselves, all their lonesome, with their own little measly tiny humidor pack sitting in there with them, their Bovida pack.
It's
I'm
kind of like your
surprised.
friend who likes Bud Light. Like,
That's it. That's exactly right. You got any natties? No, I don't have natties. Golly. What's the most out there place you've ever lived?
South Boston.
That is wild.
Not that South Boston.
Oh, okay.
South Boston, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a it doesn't have any it has a raceway in it.
Yeah.
Two brothers made it all the way to NASCAR from our school, and that's it. Like there was everybody in the county went to the same high school.
Hmm.
The county was half the size of Rhode Island, and there was a two-screen movie theater, a 10-lane bowling alley, and a roller skating rink.
Hmm.
It was all owned by the same dude, and that was the place to be.
Hmm. Okay. That's pretty cool. Did you enjoy it?
I felt like I did. We lived on 18 acres. I didn't have any friends. Nobody, it was impossible to get around or no one see anybody because you're out. You're just way out there. Um, but as a kid, a young boy going out into the woods, getting lost and discovering nature, it was good.
That's cool.
It's a
That
pond. We got to
explains
fish.
that explains why you like movies so much.
And what's frustrating about that place? So I had a friend just come into town recently. We do a lot of gymnastic stuff at the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, like nationwide colleges and stuff. So you'll get a lot of people coming in town for that reason. So one of my friends from this little town who lives in like Virginia Beach now, that's where she lives. She was bringing her daughter. She's like, "Hey, don't you live here?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Come hang out." So we went and hung out at the stockyard, showed her around. She's like, "I always loved coming to your house because you had three stations and we only had one." Oh,
Stations?
I
What do you mean
forgot.
stations?
Yeah, we
Like
only had three
PlayStations?
TV stations.
The hell's a TV station? What is a TV station? I don't know.
Channel.
Oh, stations. Oh my God. See, oh my gosh. My 49-year-old brain was like station, like console TV station. Like I didn't know what you meant. Like actual stations that you rabbit ears and stuff.
WDG7, your hometown station. That's how they used to
Wow.
promote it
Wow.
as the station for you to tune into. Yeah, so we had PBS as one of them because I got to watch the underwater world of Jacques Cousteau, and then it was like ABC and CBS. I think that's the other two.
Yeah.
That's the three we had.
You had Full House. That's all you needed, baby. Let's go.
Oh, this is Eric. This is way before Full House. This is like Scooby Doo time. Okay.
You let's see. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Are you
Did you
talking about
get that
Sesame?
reference? Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
the electric company on PBS.
So my favorite time when they would highlight a number was 8. So here's some things. The Pointer Sisters sung those interludes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they're my jam in the '80s, man. I love those. I love those
Right.
girls, man. They were so awesome. I mean, they did. Was it 40? No, it wasn't 40. It was Beverly Hills Cop. They did a song in
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop. Um,
Electric
oh, yeah, something like that.
yeah,
Look at us struggling. We don't have to remember these things, but they were my jam.
Pointer
And when
Sisters.
they sang those songs in between each like educational session, it was I loved it. And 8 was my favorite one.
That is so
8.
rad. 8. 8. Dude, that's so funny. But no, do you remember the electric company? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It was the pinball that goes around. 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, sorry. That was me being a dork.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I
excited. I'm
why?
so excited. And
Oh,
then Jump. That's the songs they had. I'm so excited
I'm so excited and jump. Yes,
and
yes.
Jump.
I
Jump
remember
in.
automatic. I
Autumn.
remember.
Dude, that's my jam. Name me any other 7-note uh, combo that you can. Nothing beats that automatic. 7 notes. The best 7 notes in all of music.
Do you play music?
I play it on the radio.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Well played. Well played. Well, we are 29 minutes in, and I want to I want to say thank you for listening to us rant in the evenings. I'm very appreciative. I pleasantly surprised by this gold. What is this? What do they even call it? They call it Vegas 5 Gold and Fat Bottom Betty.
Yeah. I can't wait for our next episode where I'm going to smoke something different.
Right. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. as usual, you get to know us, and we like to get to know you too. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all the things, and we will see you next time.